All right, y'all. Here we go. We're back now. We're back live. This is your host, Marvin Sykes, CEO Next Level, uh, on the Texas Next Level Radio Show. We getting started out now, so I want to welcome everybody to the show. We're our 7 o'clock edition. We was on there earlier. We're our special edition at 3 o'clock. Tell everybody to stay in the house. COVID-19 is for real. The pandemic is for real out here. The cases and stuff is are increasing by the numbers. So the president has also launched a new thing so that the people can produce more ventilators. According to the guy in New York, he said that within 6 days they will be out of ventilators. They won't have anything else left, and then what we're going to do with the patient that really needs ventilators. So of course they're pushing that button real fast, real quick. So shout out to everybody that's out there that's dealing with this. Um, Dealing with Eric the our case act. Good to see you online. Also, want to make sure that everybody understand that we want to say a prayer for everybody. We don't want to mention any names. Anybody that's going through it, family members, co-workers, uh, best friends. Want to say a special prayer for everybody that could be going through COVID-19 at this current time. But guess what? Right now, we're gonna start this show a little differently because right now we have one of my long 20-year friends. Hey, Noopy, one of my long 20-year friends on the line. Just so you know, the hotline is open now, 773-669-6320. You can call in time and you got something you want to talk about, we can. But right now we got my long friend Keith. You on the phone, Keith.
Hey, Marvin.
How you doing?
How are you?
All right, good. How you doing, Keith? What's going on?
I'm good. We're just, so up here in Calgary, we've had some colder weather, unfortunately. But, we're all trying to do our part to try to keep this pandemic from getting out of hand. And hopefully we can all work to flatten the curve so we can travel freely and do what we get back to doing best.
Tell me a little bit about what's going on. I haven't talked to you in a while, so tell me about how is it going in Canada versus here in the States, right here in the United States.
Well, certainly, I think our governments got ahead of it a couple weeks sooner than the U.S. governments did, and I think that's making a big difference for us right now. Obviously, population-wise, we're more spread out than the U.S. is in many places. We've got our big cities, our biggest cities, Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, and Calgary are seeing the largest numbers of cases. Our deaths, fortunately, are not as severe, but around here in Canada, especially out in Montreal, the seniors care centers, facilities, that seems to be what really seems to be taking the biggest impact on it up here.
And that's the same thing here in Illinois and other places too. The seniors. First, it started, I said, it was the seniors. Anybody over 60 years old would catch it, and people start getting nervous and start panicking. And then now we see people that even younger than 60 can catch it. And so, the biggest thing is that, like what you said earlier, is that hey, Henry Cobb, what's going on? I seen Carol Terrell, what's happening? I see y'all on there. Chris Nelson, what's going on? The biggest thing is that, like you said earlier, that your government jumped on it early and got hold of it earlier, where we sat back on our hands for a minute and waited, and all of a sudden it jumped out. Keith, what was shocking to me, and I talked about this on Tuesday, was that how New York jumped so fast, so quick, and spread so fast. It's unreal, and that they was caught blindsided by the whole pandemic going on with the COVID-19.
Yeah, well, I think, again, I think that it goes back to, there was all the talk, there was so much focus on Washington and California that they then, forgot about this great big huge city over on the East Coast and all the international travel that comes into there, and then after, there was two huge major public events, one being New Orleans and Mardi Gras that went on, and then the next one being spring break down in Florida, and the government did nothing to impede people from interacting and doing as they would. And how many millions of young people and young and old people in when it comes to Mardi Gras got exposed just because of those two events, and then left there and went back to Chicago, went back to Dallas, went back to New York, California, North Carolina, Michigan, went everywhere. So that's what happens when those kinds of things are allowed to continue.
Now, talk to me a little about the NBA. We were here in Chicago. We were going through our state tournament playoff. Guys trying to get down to the state tournament, so they were going to their, I would say, regional section. And so, give me your take on what happened when the NBA shut down that first day. So let me get all the history about Keith. Keith is from Canada, and we go way back from Pro-Am days. And so Pro-Am basketball was where what's that area when you want to get into maybe the NBA or try to get the NBA. We were going out there, we were competing, and we competed many times of trying to get to the working in the national tournament, working the national finals, and so forth and so on. So tell me your take and when the NBA shut down. What were your thought process then?
Well, hindsight's 2020. But when you look at it now, if the government had followed the NBA and the NHL in the action they took to shut things down when they did, there'd be a different story, I think, that the U.S. would be talking about right now than they are. But as soon as they had that one positive player, they knew they had to stop, because here's the problem. His whole team is exposed. So you can't, how do you not play games with one team?
True.
So they had no choice.
Okay. Yeah, and actually when it went down to the NBA players and started with the NBA players and went down to the NHL, and I'm shocked. I'm really shocked that the NFL is still going on with their NFL draft.
Yeah. Well, they're going to do it. I don't think they're doing it. It's all online, though, is what I understand.
Okay. It's all online now?
That's what I understand, is that it's all going to be online. And, but like all, baseball, baseball might only play half the season this year.
And so you think the NBA season's over with?
The only way. So I was thinking about this when I was out shoveling some snow today.
You were shoveling some snow, okay?
I was thinking, we're still getting some snow, man. It's horrible. But I was thinking about this, and I was like, what? NBA, the NHL, they were getting towards the end of their season. What are they going to do? I'm like, well, it's pretty difficult for them to come back and play out the end of the season and then go into playoffs.
Okay.
But you got those teams that were battling for playoff position, and so what do? How do you try to make it fair? Well, should you take the bottom? Do you take 6, 7, and 8, and they play 9, 10, and 11? And either it's a one-game play-in, or you do a best of 3 between those teams, and that sets your playoff pool, and then you shorten your playoffs, or either you shorten it. They go to a first round 5 game, and no days off in between, except for the transition days.
Now, my thing.
Like the way they used to do it. Back when the guys used to actually be able to, they did it. They didn't complain about it, and they still played like that.
My thing is, Keith, with the NBA, season is that I really don't think it's going to happen, because think about it for a second. So I was talking about it earlier on the show earlier, that in order to get all of this cleared up, you got to medicate everybody. Everybody got to be medicated. So they came out with some medication talking about hydrochlor something, and it's the medicine that they use for people with lupus. Supposed to be the medicine that's supposed to be able to kill the virus. But again, how good is that going to happen? How good is that going to work with the people that have lupus who need their medication? You got to medicate almost everybody. So just say that you have no more virus, no more nothing. There are some people who don't have any symptoms. And so say you go back into the season again, and you have somebody who's there who have no symptoms but has the virus, has never been medicated. Then all of a sudden, somebody who's a senior who now has contracted the virus again, which now gives it to everybody else again. Now what we do? Hey, Darlene, now what do we do? Because now everybody gets the virus all over again, and because he had not been medicated, or what do we do then? Because it's going to be like a revolving door. How do we know that it's completely gone when there are people that have no symptoms of the virus and who can fight off the virus and still be healthy unless they've been tested?
Yeah, I know, and that's the big thing is at what point do you say things can go back to normal? Is it going to be 2 months? Is it going to be 3 more months? Is it going to be 6 more months? Like I honestly don't think my daughter's going back to school this year.
No.
I think that if anybody goes back to school, it might be the grade 12. We'll go back for exam prep, and they'll do exam prep online, and then they'll do the exams. They'll set up the gymnasium in such a way that they're spread out, or they're spread out amongst classes. How they're going to do it so that their social distancing is in place, so they can write their exams. Because grade 12 need to be able to write their exams.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to happen, because now you're talking about university college next.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. So I mean, it's going to be tough, because right now in Indiana here in the States, they've already canceled out the rest of the school year for them already. So the school year is over now for them. So there is no more school year for them. They're doing some things like we're doing here in Chicago. They're supposed to be getting together, and they're putting together, all the kids supposed to get online and do the classroom work online, and try to keep them involved. But it's tough. They can't go outside, because my 2 girls, they can't go outside. They go out to the door, and all of a sudden they out at the door, like, oh, it's bright lights out here, and maybe you go on the porch for a couple minutes and you come back inside, and that's it. That's all. So it's kind of tough for everybody across the world. I'm just looking at the world news just a minute ago, and it said the unemployment is up to 6.6 million. David Muir said the unemployment rate of unemployed people now is up to 6.6 million people who are applying for unemployment, and that's tough. And of course, as you always been to you've been to Vegas several times. If you look at Vegas now, Vegas is a ghost town. There's nothing moving. There's no hotels open. Probably no hotels open. I don't think any hotel open now. And, as I was talking to one of my partners, Bernard Turner, he said 50% of Vegas revenue was the gambling. So now there is no gambling going on in Vegas. There's no hotels. There's nobody flying in there or not. So it's kind of tough right now. But it is what it is. What's happening right now. So it was like, you know what? This is something different. So we got to fight through this, Keith, and make the best of it. I know good and well that we don't have a basketball season right now, and we're looking forward to having the basketball season. But right now, like I say, everything's shut down. So nobody's thinking about basketball right now. Everybody's thinking about health, trying to keep people healthy. People who have these other ailments prior to getting the virus, wishing them well. So like I say, it's tough, but we all stay prayed up and try to keep each other posted on what's going on, and just stay tuned with what's going on. Hey, but Keith, one quick moment, we got to take a break for a commercial break. I'll get right back to you in a few minutes. This is the CEO of Marvel Site Next Level. We're going to take a commercial break. We're on live with my man from Canada, Keith Udy, long time friend. We're talking about the COVID-19 plus social involvement in the community and around the world. This is the host, Marvel Sykes, CEO Next Level. We'll be right back in one moment.
If you have a program which caters to the needs of children in your community and would like to get the word out to those who don't know, why don't you spread the word via Take It to the Next Level radio show? You can hit us on a hotline at 773-669-6320 or send us an email at nlpaba@yahoo.com.
All right, y'all, we back. Yeah, I'm back with my friend Keith from Canada with this short commercial break. Yeah, so just in case everybody want to know that we're here live, and if you want to call in, you're going to have something to talk about, 773-669-6320. All positive and not negative. We just talk about the future of the NBA, the future of life, future of your kids, what's going on, how they're coping with it, what they're doing about it. Parents are now have to be extra real parents 24/7. Some parents are without a job and wishing them well and hope that they still getting paid or getting some money for their time off. And then those people who are on the front line who are taking care of your patients. And Keith, I want to bring up this one thing. And social media can kill you. Social media can hurt you. So we don't want to do a whole lot of negative stuff. But there was one young lady that was on social media earlier today, and she had to go outside to take a break. And she went outside and she cried and she's trying to fight the tears back and wasn't crying, but she was saying that. And I was talking with my friends earlier. And I was talking to Paul Moser earlier. Keith. Hey, Carmela. We talked to Paul Moser earlier. At all the years, and Chick, and he's been around a long time. He said that all the years we had never, ever seen anything like this ever before. And he's like, this is unreal. And so he's like, he's 71, so he's staying in the house, and you can't go to this house, you can't get in. So you ring the doorbell, you're better off just calling them. But the young lady was on social media, she's crying, and she was just saying that she was fighting back the tears, and she said the people who are dying, she's just taking care of them, and some are dying right there. And she was singing to them. She said that she had seen anything like this before, and she was like, this is real because the people who are there dying, the parents, their loved ones ain't there, they can't get in, and it says just tough, and and it kind of reminded me of just people taking it for granted, and now it's like, okay, now it hit home, it's like, oh, okay, wait a minute, this is for real, and now she's saying that she wanted to quit, but she didn't want to quit because she said that if she quit, who's going to take care of the people? And and that's been across the whole board. A lot of people who's in the medical field really wanted to quit, and so they kind of brought out. They wanted they wanted new people to come out. I saw that they had almost 35,000 people calling to LA to come back to work in the medical field because they need those people. Like I say, and I'm sure that it have not gotten to where some New York and some other places are, but I'm sure that they are preparing for it. But Keith, it's a whole different outlook when you're a parent, and then now you see your child, you go to school for 5-6 hours a day. Now you come back home. Now it's like your parents / teacher / motivator / coach / everything now at home. I mean, how is your family dealing with it up in Canada and your kids?
Yeah, so our daughter, our daughter, we got her. got her into a schedule the day after we found out that school was they weren't going back to class, back to school. We got her working on setting up a schedule because we knew that her teachers were going to be sending her stuff online, and she had some stuff that had already been given for assignments and stuff. We're like, there's still going to be an expectation for you to do schoolwork. Like the teachers, they're going to, because they had some online stuff. They had an online system that they already used for a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So we got her set up on a program, on a schedule that she agreed to. We got her to write it up, and then we agreed to it and stuff. So she does about 3 to 4 hours, at least 3 hours every morning from 9 till 12. A little longer. She's got a couple projects now, so she's doing a little bit more than that. But she's going through different classes every day and doing the schoolwork that's required. So we got her doing that. We're going a little, just like everybody, we're going a little stir crazy with the weather's been crap for the last 6 days now, so we haven't really been able to get outside for a nice walk or anything because it's been snowy and cold, like minus 20 with wind chill and stuff. So
are you serious?
So we're talking
Did you say minus 20?
Minus 5 Fahrenheit.
Oh my God! So you got it cold. So we lucky in Chicago then, yeah. So we lucky to have all this nice warm weather here. Okay, you're doing good then. Good. So Keith, so what happened when the kids that cannot get online? What is your school system in Canada? What did they come up with the kids that cannot get online or who did not have computers, who didn't have laptops?
So I think I have a cousin who's a principal at a small rural town in Alberta, and a lot of their kids are all country kids. And so they're all out on farms, and there's either internet is spotty or non-existent. And so what they did is the teachers are preparing a week worth of lesson plans and putting it into an envelope for each of the kids. And they give those to the bus driver, and the bus driver goes around on his bus route, and each family has a Rubbermaid bin out at the end of their driveway. The bus driver puts the lesson plans in the Rubbermaid, and then when they come back the next week to drop off next week's lesson, whatever homework was in there, in the package, has to be put back into the Rubbermaid bin by the family, and they're going to pick up the homework and put in the new lesson plan. So that's what they're doing.
So they're using the bus system to actually get the kids their work, and then the kids would go from there.
Yeah, that way the families can still stay isolated. The bus drivers are making sure, between the school and the bus drivers, they're making sure they're doing everything in the sanitation way that they need to. And so that's what they're doing for those kids that don't have access to it. It's a creative solution to an unusual problem.
So now here in Illinois, but I want to say Chicago, which is big, they are already trying to issue out over maybe 100,000 laptops and computers, and I get that part there. My part that I'm confused with in Chicago just alone, and I talk to other states, is what's up, Phyllis? I see you on there, Phyllis. You finally on here. You won't answer your phone, but you're on here. That's good. Get the hotline, Phyllis, 773-669-6320. Phyllis Pearson online. Chris Neville, y'all got something y'all want to talk about? Hit the hotline. I got my man Keith online from Canada. So go back to what I was saying was that they issue 100,000 laptops or computers, what they're doing. My thing is this. So when they issue those out, would those kids need Wi-Fi? Or how would the laptops work if the family don't have internet service in their particular home?
Yeah.
So that's I'm like, okay, I got that part there. I got the part about the laptops. They get them out, to all the schools and kids like that. But what about the kids and the moms who can? Because right now, so let's think about it now for 1 second. So right now, we're finna come out with laptops. Okay, we just said that the unemployment rate is at 6.6 million. Global, nationwide. So now, if mama can't pay for Wi-Fi or cable access, which normally cable and all the stuff come together with the Wi-Fi, how would the kids have access to the computer then? If it's Wi-Fi ready and they don't have Wi-Fi and they can't pay the bill, They have no money. So now what happens? So I'm just trying to figure out the plan they're gonna come up with. Which we do have a great mayor, which is good. We have a brand new mayor, first female mayor we ever had. She's great, Mayor Lightfoot. She is wonderful. She's doing a great job with what she's doing. But like I say, her and our CEO Janice Jackson of public schools, they are doing a great job with trying to get these kids. But I'm just trying to figure out how would they work with these laptops or these computers they give out to the kids, how they're going to use this. So I got a question coming here. Henry Gas wants to know if we can get every official that can donate $20 to help all officials who may need assistance from job loss, furlough. 200 officials, $20, 4,000. Yes, shit. Okay. Henry, I don't know about that one. If I'm just speaking on, nobody has no job, and the unemployment rate is at 6.6 million. How can anybody donate any money when they don't have no money to donate because they got bills to pay? You know, right now a lot of folks out of job. They got some restaurants here that are staying open. They got some grocery stores that are still open. People doing that. I mean, we got to think about what we're saying, guys. Y'all talking about donate, and I see them they on our TV talking about donate for the hunger, but you got to think about something else too now. The government already said that they're gonna come out with a stimulus check to help out the people who lost their job, losing their job, and so that's big. So you're asking people to donate that probably won't be able to donate, don't have anything to donate. As I keep telling y'all over and over again on the radio show, ask somebody that's close to you to see if they need somebody about what they need. Because there are a lot of senior people out here who can't get out. Like I was talking about earlier, if they get the stimulus checks, how are they going to pay for? How are they going to cash the stimulus check? Because they're not going to go outside. They're not going to go outside. Anybody that's older, people are not going to go outside. So they get a stimulus check, they're not going to go outside. And right now, they're allowing either 5 to 10 people in the currency chain in Chicago to cash check. And probably the same thing in most banks. They don't allow 5 to 10 people to cash checks in the particular facility. So it's kind of tough. And then also, Phyllis, go back to what y'all was saying about in our group, there are some officials in our group who are retired and working off a fixed income. There are some people who are officials who are just officials only. They don't have a 9-to-5 job. And where are they going to get their money from? And again, to donate. I understand it clearly, y'all. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm playing both sides of the fence. Okay, I can donate $20. But what if the person that can't donate $20? So do we hold them accountable for not donating $20 or whatever case it be or whatever it is? It's gonna be tough, y'all. And again, so we don't know anybody's financial situation. So if you can donate, then you donate. But let's not make it so that where everybody has to donate or can donate. If you can and you want to donate, you can. Y'all can set that up the way y'all want to do that. That's something up to y'all. But we talking about people globally that don't have no job at all. So not just officials. Even though you gotta understand something. This is take the next level with the whole CEO model. It's like this is not just officials, y'all. Phyllis and hear me. This is for everybody. If I'm talking to Keith out of Canada, what about Keith in Canada? He ain't had no job. So what about him and his people? So we all direct your comments where it's nationwide, not just Illinois or Chicago, because everybody needs somebody. And as I was telling y'all before, if you gotta go by a senior house, help them out, knock on the door, ask them if they need something. If you gotta ask them if they need something. We here in Chicago, Keith, and Illinois, I think most of Chicago, we have the breakfast and lunch program. So this is how they do it, Keith. So if Keith has 3 kids in his family and he walks up to any particular school and say, I have 3 kids, and so you're allowed to get three breakfast meals for each kid and 3 lunches for each kid every single day since the school was out, and you can get a milk, chocolate milk, white milk. So they have breakfast bars, cereal, whatever you want, and those things. Hold on, Keith, 1 second. Phyllis, hold on, Phil, 1 second, Phil. Hold on, Phil, 1 second. So they have breakfast bars, cereal bars, and they have I don't know what kind of sandwich they had hamburgers, hot dogs, stuff like that. So they have stuff like that, and they were giving that stuff around, and you can go to ask for it, and that'll be your meal for that particular day. When you go back the next day, do the same thing for the next day as well. Keep hold on 1 second again. Phyllis, you online? Phyllis, you got hold on 1 second. You got hold on 1 second, Phyllis. So
when they could get it right at the school, but when they're out of the school and they're all around in different neighborhoods and communities, how do you make sure that you can get it to them every day?
So that's why I came up with about last week when I first got on live. I was telling people, if you're able-bodied and you can get out and you can get around, check on those neighbors. Like you said, you got to keep people in those rural areas. We don't have a whole lot of rural areas here. All these schools, over 100-some schools, we're close by each other. So you can almost walk to a school or drive to a school and say, I need 6 meals. And they'll give it to you. And they won't say, well, your child don't go to school. It's not like that. It's just you walk to school and say, I need 6 meals. And they'll give you 6 meals for those 6 kids in that house with breakfast, lunch, and then you go back the next day, do the same thing as well next day. But the people who are able-bodied as well, they have so much abundance of food because no school's in. They give out at least 500 to 600 lunches a day, breakfast and lunches a day, according to the numbers I got at my school. I'm at Ella Flagg Young, and so they gave away a lot out at my particular school. So I'm telling everybody, hey, listen, if you can go by the school, pick up some. Of course, Leon Jordan's over at Manley. They had lunches as well. With that whole old song, Ain't You Proud to Beg? It ain't about begging. It's going about getting and helping somebody else out and making sure they are fed, and the ones that can't get there, and they can actually get a meal as well. Because as you know, and I'll say this again, and I'm in this COVID-19 series with this, Keith, people are getting those checks and those seniors getting those checks. You know they're not going outside. So they might have food back in March. They might have a little food in March. So their food is dwindling down. And they're not going to come outside. They can't go outside. Some of them can't get around unless you can take them somewhere. So we were doing like, hey, listen, won't you call somebody and maybe somebody come by, or you can send them some money, or they can pick up some money in an envelope and then go shopping for you. But here's the month of April. And in the month of April, we're still on stay at home. We're all in this together. And so there's nobody moving. So I was telling everybody, maybe you can go out and reach out to somebody and see if they need your help or want your help, or offer it to them and see what happens. But again, you know what? We all got to work this thing together and get it done. But Keith, we got to take a short commercial break. I want to thank Keith Udy for being online for 30 minutes with me, talking to me. Keith, I will talk to you soon. Stay healthy, be careful, and don't be no stranger. Always show them some love, bro. I appreciate you, okay?
You bet. I appreciate you too, Marvin.
All right, thanks, Keith. All right, buddy.
Great friend, and I appreciate and watch everything that you do down there in Chicago for the officials in the community, and you're a great person, and you and your family stay healthy.
All right, thanks, Keith. I appreciate you, man.
You bet.
Bye-bye. We're going to a short commercial break right now. We'll be right back at one more with your host, CEO Next Level, Marvin Sykes.
Hey, what's that? Them background programs supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? No, I'm not going to try it. You try it. I'm not going to try it. Let's get Marvin. Yeah, he won't like it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Marvin, when you bring Next Level Pro-Am basketball home, don't tell the kids it's one of them programs that's good for them. You're the only one that has to know. Next Level Kids Pro-Am basketball, 773-669-6320.
All right, we back, y'all. We back. We was my buddy Keith Udy, all the way from Canada. And he was giving us a little input on what we were doing here. We were giving input on what he doing in Canada and what we're doing in Chicago. Right now we got Phyllis online. Hello, Phyllis. Phyllis, who you calling?
Somebody was calling me. Who's this?
Phyllis, this Marvin. You on the radio?
Oh man.
I'm listening, Phyllis. Huh? How you feel? I can't hear you, Phyllis.
All the officials out there taking this opportunity.
Phyllis. Okay, so Phyllis is listening to herself talk on the radio show, and so there's a delay. So you can't call me and then try to listen to yourself talking on the radio at the same time because it's not going to work out the same way. So it's kind of like you gotta talk and then not talk. Let's try again, Phyllis, one time. Phyllis, you can't listen to yourself talking on the radio. It has a delay, so you gotta talk because you're live on the radio right now.
Right, I'm talking to you right now. What I was saying is, wanting to encourage all the people who've taken this opportunity to reach out and step on each other. And it's a smaller issue, but in order for us to be successful, we have to first start in our own home. Yeah, I know the thing is going to be $20. So what we can do, that's not going to help people, but we're trying all the time to say, it's just a little to say that we care for each other. We just started and then maybe from that point, in a lifetime, and then other people will come and go with us. Yeah, we understand that some of people do not have jobs, right? But it makes you feel that much better when you know someone says that I don't have that much, but the person I have, I really want to share with you my forerunners and cookies. What's amazing to me is this. I got church folk, I got a alumni, I got all these different groups. But the one group that's consistently been reaching out daily, and I said daily, I got the people calling, checking up on the spectrum, giving information to the phone where I said, you know what, this is our moment. Because people understand that we are professional individuals. A lot of times what we're doing it from the parents or our heart. Yeah, we get paid money to do it, but it's got to be a love thing. The community, the students are out there. We've learned a lot over the years, and first of all, we want to thank you for allowing us to faces to a name. So when you got faces to a name, being that concern has a lot more meaning.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to think the people who we out here feel your name, but you create victory, you create memories, and when you start to create memories, you get those relationships that make you want to have.
Mm-hmm.
So take care of your own house first. This is what we're trying to say as a Christian. Every little thing is going to happen. Some of us is able to do it, but somebody giving enough to say, my brother, I don't have that much, but as a collective group, we're going to start off and say, look, if a much of us, thank you so much for $5,000. Then somebody else might want to say, well, you know what? They came up with $4,000. We can jump in and help you pay for it.
And Phil, I mean, cut y'all real quick, but you know, it's a collective group together. And Phyllis, it goes back to this, and I don't mean to shoot it down, but I'm playing devil's advocate, like I said this earlier. You remember how I was doing the toy drive, and we do the toy drive, and then we got some people to give and some people don't, and so we preach the toy drive, and do the toy drive, and we want the fish to do the toy drive, and we do it on social media, and we do it big, but we get the turnout, but not like what we should. So when I'm on the radio show, so when I'm on the radio show, I'm saying, you know what, like as you saying, take care of home first, check on the seniors that's in your neighborhood first, and make sure they don't need anything, because you'll never know who close by you may need what. And then some people feel this, honest to God, some people as officials, as a human beings, are not going to say, I need help. You know the ones that you need help. And so my thing is to every official, every human being across the whole globe who listen to Take the Next Level radio show, I challenge you to reach out to somebody that you know that you care about, and reach out to them, and that may be your 1, 2, 3 people, and you help them out. And as we can see, and I want to get off of that part there, because money can't buy everything. Because if money can buy everything, then we can stop this virus and buy all the drugs we need to heal everybody in the world. But that's not going to take that, and money's not going to solve everything. But again, like I said, we said earlier, we pray, we stay prayed up, we stay close to each other, we talk to each other, and we let everybody know how much we love each other. Like you said earlier, constant communicate to each other. What's up, Mr. Franklin? I see you there, Mr. Franklin. To communicate one another, letting each other know, see how each other's doing. Just a phone call means a lot. Social media is good some days. Social media is bad some other days. Like I said, I had my friend last night who I was talking about, Phyllis. She was, it slapped me in the face, Phyllis. I was just like, she had called me. I'm like, what the world? And she had told me she was sick, didn't feel good, and she take care of elderly people. So I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Juan, did you do what? And so then come to find out, she was sick, went to the hospital, she had a fever, gave us some medicine, sent her back home. She got back home, she couldn't even breathe. She had to go back to the hospital, or they called and said that it tested positive for the virus. Of course, a couple of other friends tested positive for the virus, and Darlene and her son, and people who had those other conditions, and they already had those health issues. So those people that I say to everybody, include Chick and all my friends, we on phone call. We on the phone every day. If I miss a day calling Chick, or if I miss a day calling talking to Leon catch me in the store and said, the CEO, I said, oh, there goes security. I called Chick, make sure he's straight, because he's not gonna come outside. I had gloves. I dropped off some gloves to him. Had some masks, stuff like that. So, and I did was put it on the door. And then I walked away and called him and said, dog, there's some stuff on your door, get on your door. And he appreciate that. Just some gloves and masks, so he can protect himself, so that when you're out there in the street, if you have to go out there for just a minute.
This is what we're talking about. If you can hold on for 1 minute. When we're saying $20, we're not really talking about money. We're talking about an initiative that wherever your heart is, your treasure will be, right? So
okay.
We got to the point that we're not just officials, we're a group of people who have built relationships over the years. So now to tell you, I care that much about you that it's not just me and you being on the court, it's me trying to protect you, and I got your back, my sister, my brother, my fellow officials. It means we're sending a message out now to social. If you look on most of the pages, that group that's out there saying, look, post up a picture. Do this, do that, all over, everywhere. The reason why they're doing that because they didn't think we probably do that over, like, we do it almost every day. We've been creating memories. So now we can go back. But think about those people in this crisis right now. You might not have a memory. Somebody didn't think enough to come and see you on the floor or coach or player and say, look, go ahead and serve him or her. I'm going to start this thing. Think about the team small, but now when you combine people to go back and look at the memories, because I know this, there's going to be a point where we can come back and say, this moment was this time, but we made it through. And we're going to have a new set connection. And the connection is kind of fits some of those details. We got to fix some of those doing things that we got to fix doing so much. I'm just encouragement every day. We're talking. I mean, you're part of that, and it's still because you made us today to face with him. But it don't stop there. We're not just a mission. We're now a family.
But Phyllis, I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get you to understand this part here is that we're talking about and you are talking officials, and that's gonna be on my next subject. But Phyllis, I got pause right here for a moment. We got to take a break because I love you, appreciate you, Phyllis. So with those Phyllis Pearson talking about officials and initiatives and stuff like that. But we got Paul for a break. Here's one of our songs from my Next Level Pro-Am Basketball. This is your host, Marvin Sykes, CEO Next Level, Take the Next Level Radio Show.
Get down. Big fella, you in the middle. Big fella, you in the middle. Pass. Man, let's get it. Ball. Let's get it. Yeah, I'm from the go, and all I know is ball. Yeah, I'm from the go, and all I know is ball. Yeah, I'm from the go, and all I know is ball. Take it to the next level, cause you know they do it all. Yeah, I'm from the go, and all I know is ball. Take it to the next level, cause you know they do it all. Man, I feel like these Thomas introduced you to the wall. I'm finish off strong, I ain't looking for a call. The reps don't blow, then harder I go. Swear to God, I be playing when I go up off the floor, my whole squad like go.
All right, we back, y'all. So we're going to our next segment. So we went into the COVID-19 and went to the official part. So I want to talk about, we talked a little about the NBA with Keith Beauty earlier, and that was just Phyllis Pierce online. Talking about how, as officials, we would get online and we're posting pictures and stuff like that of each other, and talking about name that official, because I can name almost everybody, because I know almost everybody. And then, and it's true what Phil was saying, because it started a trend, because all the groups that I am part of, it just went like to everybody. So when I say everybody, the groups went crazy when I posted one picture of that one thing when Phil started, and it went to all the other groups. It went berserk. And you should have seen the people that was posting and posting and posting. It went like, I'm like, are y'all serious? It kept on going. And I'm like, okay, I had posted, because I'm like, y'all posting a lot and y'all post too much. I said, okay, I can't keep posting because everybody want to name this fish and that fish. I said, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna stop posting. I'm gonna say, okay, fine. I had fun with it while it lasted, but now I'm on something different. Now I'm gonna change it up a little bit. So that's what I did. I changed up a little bit. But again, if y'all want to get on here online, 773-669-6320. You can call in on the hotline. Next up hotline, we talk about sports now. We're in the basketball. So right now, coming up, only biggest thing out in basketball right now, we're talking about the Last Dance with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, which was supposed to air in June, but now we're air on April 19th. It is a 10-part series. It is a 10-part series to this show, and it's a treat. I seen the preview of it. I seen another part of it last night. It was about almost an hour part of it, and it was unreal. And for those kids who don't know Michael Jordan or do know Michael Jordan, this was well done playing. And it's to the point where I forgot Michael Jordan didn't play for the Bulls for a year until Chick told me they were just down. And as Michael Jordan said on one of the things, that when you say Michael Jordan, you got to say Scottie Pippen. You got to say, what's up, Patrick? Yeah, you got to say Scottie Pippen. So, that was one of the things with that segment of those things like that. And they were talking about, some of the players who made the most successful jumps in high school and NBA. They talk about a lot of those players there. And of course, they feature LeBron's out there as one of those players. And they had Scottie Pippen on there, reminiscing about the 97-98 Bulls, about the Last Dance and when they was getting down. And then Stephen A was talking about why Stephen A give Scottie more credit for MJ's success than Phil. Hey, it is what it is. Stephen A gonna always be controversial. I don't care wherever he go, he gonna be controversial. So that's Stephen A. So he gonna do what you gotta do. But yeah, they were talking about LeBron and them, some of the high school players. They jumped from when they used to be to jump from high school to NBA. Another one of the players is Kevin Garnett. He jumped from the high school to the NBA. Was very good now, very, very good now. Um, the late Kobe Bryant was on there. Jermaine O'Neal had a short stint in the NBA. T Mac, Tracy McGrady was another one. Tyson Chandler, Amari Stoudemire. Of course, we always had LeBron James. Dwight Howard, who from Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy. Andrew Bynum, who had a little couple years with New Jersey, and I think he went to LA for a minute. And those are just a few players that I'm naming right now that made the jump from the NBA, from the high school to the NBA, and they had pretty good successful seasons there, but it don't last long. Hey, how you doing, Pam? What's going on? You listen to the next level radio show with your host Barbara Sykes. Pam is finally on. She late. Her Leon are late crew. So if y'all see Leon Jordan or Pam Washington, just hit him up and say we love y'all. Y'all late though. Y'all always late getting on here. Pam, I don't know what she got going on because ain't no sorority groups going on. So I don't know what y'all doing. But y'all got on here late. But we still love y'all. So yeah, so that is basically what's going on in high school basketball. I mean, in the NBA and high school basketball, there's nothing moving really. Only thing I have seen in high school basketball, a lot of players are signing to different schools. Congratulations to most of them young guys signing to different schools. If I get a chance to further their career, who had a pretty good, successful high school career, and moving on to the college, which is good. So we look forward to seeing you hopefully on TV next year. Put up numbers as you did in high school, and so forth and so on. Now, let's move into the NFL. The NFL. So let's just update NFL. Just recently, we had Tom Brady. Pam, you mentioned me. I see you, Pam. You mentioned me. I love you too. We had Tom Brady move from New England Patriots over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, and they're still saying that even though they Brady left the Patriots, they are still the team to beat in that region. So it's gonna be tough. I've seen some players working out online, which is different. Did y'all see Tom Brady? He rent Derek Jeter's mansion. Now here's the breakdown: 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms. 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms. Now, how many bathrooms can you be in? Well, it's big. He got a big old pool and stuff. It's real nice. But, can't have no friends over right now. So, you social distance. So it's like, oh, wow, okay. Well, we'll see. But, yeah, so he Tom Brady renting out Derek Jeter's Tampa mansion with 7 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms. Other news in the NFL, on the quarterback side, the kid from Tua undergoes a recheck for his hip. Make sure his hip is okay. That's the kid that hurt his hip early in the year, football wise, and they took him out. He hurt his hip, so he was done. But he'll be next time, and hopefully in 4-4. Got a call coming in, but I can't see it though. Darlene, I see you calling in, but I can't see it. In. I don't see it, Darlene. You got to call the hotline, Darlene. 773-669-6320. You got to call the hotline. 773-669-6320. I can see you calling on the messenger. I can't answer you on the messenger. So yeah, he went underwent a voluntary medical recheck Thursday that was facilitated by the NFL Combine. The results of the comprehensive exam were overwhelmingly positive. The quarterback representative told ESPN Laura Rutledge and NFL Network today said the recheck was performed by an independent doctor who was selected by the NFL team physicians, and all 32 team doctors and trainers were allowed to give an input on the type of exam they wanted done. And the results were shared with all 32 teams. So I'm assuming that he said 100%, and he ready to play. So we'll see if Tula's ready to play in the NFL in the upcoming season, if we have a season coming up for the NFL. Also, uh, people getting, Chris Nelson, you're right. People getting tax breaks, so your tax is not due. I think it is July. I think it says it's July now. Tax is due in July now, so you got a little while before you can file your taxes. So do what you gotta do. Make some money. You gotta spend some money, but you're getting tax break. But like I was telling somebody the other day, earlier on our show, that they finally brought those ships in Florida, and they're getting all the people off the ship, the boat in Florida. It was two of them, and I don't know how they out there. It was 300 Americans, and the other, I think it was another 1,000 was foreigners, but they were on the boat, and their boat was just sitting there. It was two of them, and they wouldn't let them dock in Florida because they didn't want that coming there, but they did. So it did let them in. They docked, and that was a good thing. Now I hope to get them off safely, get them quarantined. The ones that are sick, I said there were 4 that died maybe on the boat, and so people now was living in their quarters. How they was eating, I don't know, because the food on the boat is buffet style, so it's out there. So I know they weren't doing all that. I know they weren't doing no social distancing on the boat. The eating side, I'm not sure. I never heard anybody talk about how they ate every single day on a particular boat, but they did that as well, though. So, shout out to them people there got the boat. Also, the U.S. Theodore Roosevelt, the carrier, they had several guys that aircraft men that was on the carrier that was sick. I think it was about 24 of them, and they were trying to get them off and get them to be seen by doctors and stuff. So I'm hoping that they get that as well for those guys out there, because again, we don't want nobody to be stranded out there at all. Hey Tanya, how you doing? I see Tanya sent me a message. I got some of the other things to talk about too as well early on. Today in Chicago, we just elected our new Chief Police Superintendent, Mr. David Brown, young man, 50 years old, from out of Dallas, Texas. He wrote a book that said, I'm not sure what the book was, but he was selected as the new superintendent by Mayor Lightfoot, and she's very confident he was going to get the job done. He was highly recommended, and that the other guy who was the interim was training him and showing him the ropes, and he was ready for the city of Chicago. So that's a good thing. Ismail, how you doing? Scott, I see you right there. So that was going on. Also, they found some new cases. I don't want to talk about that stuff again, but again, we got a new superintendent in Chicago. So with that being said, y'all, we had a great day in Chicago today. It was warm in Chicago, but across everywhere else, I'm hoping everybody stayed in. They stay safe. They check on your family members. They did what was necessary to survive in today's society. If you're suffering from anxiety or depression, call us. We'll talk to you. Let's talk through it. We in this together. We're like a family. So I want y'all to really reach out to each other and continue to check on each other daily as we go by our life, because again, we need each other. And the last thing you want is somebody to say, well, so-and-so died. Like I say, send shouts out to the people and officials who did have the virus and they're getting well now. Shouts out to those guys there, and people family members who did have the virus and they're getting well. But I saw the numbers earlier that said people who had the virus are now recovering from the virus, and that's a great thing. But Chris Nelson, you always got things about tax breaks and stuff like that and tax stuff, but you never get online. I told y'all can always call in 773-669-6320. But we will not be back online not until next Tuesday, which will be the 7th at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. This is your host, Marvin Sykes, saying, love y'all. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Peace.
You've been listening to Taking It to the Next Level with your host, Marvin Sykes.